everyone, my name is Natalie Hinton, and I am your host for Education Chat, a podcast by students for students in the Inland Empire. In today's episode, we will be answering the question, what exactly is a college honors program? Thousands of driven students in the IE participate in their school's honors program at either a university or community college level. Today, we will be speaking with an honors coordinator, a current honors student, and an honors alumni to help any current or incoming college students to decide if joining an honors program is the right fit for them. These honors programs can provide highly motivated students who have demonstrated outstanding academic achievements with the opportunity to participate in a program that challenges and deepens a student's academics. Depending on the college, honors programs can feature smaller classes, priority admission and registration, exclusive connections, and research opportunities. To help better educate ourselves on the requirements and benefits of joining a college honors program, I spoke with Judy Cannon, the honors coordinator at Crafton Hills College in Yucaipa, California. All right, well, thank you so much for meeting with me today, Judy.
Well, thank you for inviting me.
So I would love you to introduce yourself to our audience. Tell us a little bit about your background in education and how exactly you became the director for the Crafton Honors Institute.
Okay, well, I got a master's degree in English and American Literature, and I didn't really intend to teach. I worked in the editorial world for a while, and I did eventually start teaching in about 1994 at Valley College. I was teaching English, and then in 2006 I moved to Crafton. And in 2013 I taught my first honors class here at Crafton. And in 2016, the position became open and I applied and was hired to be the coordinator.
Well, congratulations. So since you obviously know so much about it, I'd love for you to tell me when exactly the program was established and what is the honors program at Crafton?
Well, it was founded in 2006, so the same year that I actually came to Crafton, which I hadn't realized, it's kind of fun. By a group of faculty, staff, and administrators who wanted to provide an avenue for students who were interested in doing a little bit more with their education, and also to tie into the honors programs that are part of many community colleges here in California. There's actually an organization called the Honors Transfer Council of California that we wanted to become a part of at Crafton Hills College. And so they got together and created it. It got a big grant in 2011, which gave it a big boost. And then I came in after that.
And what exactly are the types of supports and resources does this program provide for their students?
Well, there are a lot. I would say one of the big things we provide for the students is just community. You know, we have about 165 honor students right now, and so that's a pretty good community of students who are interested in academics, you know, among other things, but who want to do well, who want to transfer, who are looking for opportunities. We have counseling support. Debbie Bogue is our honors counselor, and she's fantastic. She meets with all of our students at least once a year, and with a lot of them once a semester. So that's great support. We have a lot of communication about what's going on, not just in the honors program, but here at Crafton Hills College, things that might relate to their studies or things they might want to be involved in. One of the areas of support, I can go on for a long time, but one of the areas of support we have is that I actually look at every student's transcript at the end of every semester. Nobody in the honors program is going to fall through the cracks, so I try to reach out to every student at least that often. We connect with other departments on campus. We have a good relationship with the tutoring center. A lot of the tutors are honors students. We're well connected with the STEM Center and the MESA program. We have leadership opportunities, we have community partnerships, we connect students to internships. So there's just a myriad of ways that we provide support for the students.
Yeah, and I think one of the students' favorite ones is the Honors Lounge that we're in right now. When was this specifically established?
The Honors Lounge came with the 2011 grant. And that gave them enough money to have a space on campus. And we were actually originally in a different place. We were upstairs in Crafton Hall, the building that's currently being remodeled. But when they kind of moved out of that building and just made it an events building, they put us here in the West building. But the exciting thing is we're going to be in one of the new buildings on campus, the building that's replacing the PAC. And we have been working with the architects to design an honor-specific space that will be 3 times the size of this one.
Wow.
We're super excited about that.
And how many honor students do you have this semester?
Right now, we have 164, but 6 or 7 of those are new high school students who haven't actually started here yet, but they are on our rolls because as we're getting ready to have them come. We're going to lose about 50 to graduation. So, but I anticipate we should get most of those back over the summer.
That's so exciting. And I would love for you to share a little bit about the opportunities for student research. I'd like you to get a little more into that because I think it's one of the most impressive things about the honors program here.
I do too. And it's really one of the things that we want to focus on. We think it's one of the ways we best prepare our students for transfer. So we have a research program where students can work with a mentor professor on campus to create a research project. And sometimes it's what they are already doing in their honors class, because a lot of our honors classes require research. They can create a research project. They can present it at one of 2 conferences we do here on campus, one in the fall and one in the spring. Then we also have a lot of other conferences that we go to off campus. The big one is the Honors Transfer Council of California, or HTCC Student Research Conference. That is open to any of the honor students in the 54 community colleges that are members of HTCC. Lots and lots of opportunities. We feel like we help to prepare them by connecting them with a faculty mentor, by having workshops that help them to develop the skills that they need to present. We also even have money to fund the research now. We had a donation from one of our donors that allows us to have a limited amount. It's not huge amounts of money, but couple $100. If a student needs supplies for their research, we can fund that as well.
That's incredibly exciting.
Yeah, we're very excited about that.
So Crafton is a community college, and a lot of different community colleges over California, they have this honors program here. So I want you to share how this institute has encouraged success for those community college students.
Oh, it's been wonderful. The HTCC actually creates agreements with universities that give students priority transfer. Not guaranteed transfer, but they know that if they apply to those universities, their honors experience will give them an advantage in application. We always like to quote the statistics from UCLA because they give us statistics, number one, but they tell us that about anywhere between 8 to 12% of high school applicants are accepted at UCLA, depending on the year, and about 26% of community college applicants. This year, the students from our honors program at Crafton, 83% were accepted.
Wow.
So we're very excited. And that's pretty close to what their average is statewide for honors programs. So there are a lot of benefits. There are honors to honors programs where a student can go directly from our honors program into the university honors program. That's true at UCLA, it's true at Cal State San Bernardino. So it's a wide range of universities that have that kind of a program. UC Irvine, UC Riverside, a lot of the Cal States. So that's another big benefit.
Do you want to go ahead and brag and share some of the schools that your students have gotten into?
I wish I had my list, but of course, UCLA, we had a lot of our students accepted there. We had at least 10 accepted to Berkeley. We've hit every one of the UCs except Merced. We didn't have anybody apply to UC Merced. I don't know why. A lot of the Cal States, some of the Cal States are actually quite difficult to get into because their policy is that they draw from their immediate neighborhood first, and then they'll accept applicants outside of their area. But we're getting into the hard ones like Cal State LA and Cal State Long Beach. Those are popular, and San Diego State. Those are all very popular Cal States, and we have students who were accepted to all of those. University of Redlands, we had quite a few acceptances there, and students who plan to attend there. That's, I think, what I can think of off the top of my head.
That's great. That's plenty of schools.
Yeah, we're very excited about our acceptances. I think most of our students were accepted to every school they applied to, or they maybe got turned down for one because they didn't meet the prerequisites for their major. but as far as their capability, they were, accepted.
So now we need to know, what exactly is the criteria to be a part of this program?
Good question. It's really not too difficult. It is a 3.25 GPA in 12 transferable units if you're already a student at Crafton. But if you're coming straight out of high school, and we hope that a lot of students are coming straight out of high school, it's a 3.25 unweighted GPA in grades 9 through 12. And that's it. So once you're in the program, you have to maintain that 3.25 GPA. That's the minimum GPA. You have to complete 15 hours of community service and a certain number of participation points every semester. So it's not just about the classwork, it's also about reaching out to your community and reaching out to the campus. So the transfer schools want to see a well-rounded student. And the honors program helps that happen.
So Judy, looking ahead at the future of the honors program, what kind of goals and priorities do you have for the upcoming future?
Well, we definitely want to continue to grow. Since COVID, we have just about doubled our membership. So we took a big dip during COVID. We were right about 100 before COVID, and then, it went down to maybe 80, and now that we're at 160, we feel like that's a lot of progress for the last 3 years. We want to continue to grow as far as numbers go. We want to strengthen the research program. Again, our alumni tell us that that's the best thing that they did at Crafton as far as preparing them for their upper division coursework. So we definitely want to focus even more than we have been on trying to get students involved in college level research. We hope to eventually have some standalone honors classes. We're a small community college, and it's not a common thing to have standalone honors classes in a college our size, but if our program continues to grow at the rate it's growing, we should be able to have at least a few in the future. We would like to have some additional honors classes in STEM fields. That's an area where we could be stronger. And then, of course, we're looking ahead to our new space in the new building. So I think those are our priorities.
Well, thank you so much for meeting with me, and I can't wait to see what the honors program does.
I can't either. So thank you for interviewing me, and I hope that we'll get some new honors recruits.
As Judy stated, she has big plans for the future of the Crafton Honors Institute, and that can be achieved through more members and dedicated staff and spaces. Each campus in the IE will have different requirements and benefits for their honors program, but they all unify under the values of motivation and dedication. While Judy gave us a rundown on how the program works and how to join, it is also important to get a first-hand account from a student who is currently participating in the program. 2 weeks before graduation, we meet with Ricky De La Cruz, an honors ambassador majoring in sociology. Thank you so much for coming on Education Chat, Ricky.
Yeah, thank you so much for having me, Natalie.
So I would love for you to introduce yourself to the audience. Tell us a little bit about what you're currently doing in school and outside of it.
Yeah, of course. So my name is Ricky De La Cruz. I'm an honors ambassador here at Crafton, and I'm majoring in both English and sociology. And when I'm not at school, I'm just kind of either going to work or going to the gym.
Fantastic. So I would love to know, why exactly did you decide to join the Honors Institute?
See, at first, I didn't really think too much of it. It was just something that was there when I first started at Crafton. I did take honors classes and AP classes in high school, but I didn't think I was necessarily good enough. But after that first semester, taking a few classes with professors that taught in the Honors Institute, I just kind of got that motivation to just join the Honors Institute and just do what I do now.
Yeah, so I know a lot of people, there's about 140 students in this current institute, right? About that number?
Yeah.
Yeah, and most of them are just honors students, but you went above and beyond and decided to become an honors ambassador. So I would love to share, why exactly did you want to be an ambassador, and what does that entail?
So at first, I wasn't really sure why I wanted to be an ambassador. I just kind of wanted to get more involved, to be honest. But after hanging out with a few other people that were ambassadors before me, they kind of motivated me as well to just kind of go into it, just throw myself in there. And so I did. And honestly, one of the greatest decisions I've made here at Crafton. The job of an ambassador isn't too hard to necessarily. It's more just kind of planning events that we have here at Crafton for the honors program, and as well as representing the honors program at different events such as research conferences.
That's awesome. So this whole episode is about the honors programs all across the Inland Empire, but I think this one is special because it's at a community college. So I want to ask, how has this program benefited you as a community college student?
First of all, obviously the rigorous projects that come with honors classes are something that kind of helped me prepare myself for transferring to, say, a 4-year after this. But the thing that I would say I'm most grateful for this experience is definitely the connections that I've been able to make with other honors students, and as well with the other honors ambassadors that we have here at Crafton.
And I want to say congratulations. I know you're graduating this semester. Do you want to share with everyone what schools you got into?
I got into UCLA, UCR, UCSD, UCSB, Cal State Long Beach, Cal State LA, and San Francisco State.
Very impressive. And do you think the honors program helped with you getting into those schools?
100%, definitely, because the honors program honestly really pushed me to involve myself more on campus, both in extracurriculars and in things such as research conferences like I brought up before. And it kind of just helped me also get more of a handle on multitasking and being able to do multiple things.
And the honors program is something that occurs throughout all of the time you're at community college. You need about 15 honors units to be able to complete it. So you've had quite some time doing this program. So I want to ask, has there been a specific project or experience that you've had during the program that had an impact on you? I
would say if it came to just picking one experience, it'd probably be my time as a moderator at the HTCC Honors Conference, which is where a lot of different honors students go to present their research, along with four-year students as well, four-year university students. And it was just a really fun experience being able to visit a different college, being able to meet other people as well that were not just at Crafton, and for the people that were at Crafton, kind of build a stronger relationship with them as well.
And you previously said that you were able to connect with a lot of people during your program. Obviously students, Miss Judy Cannon, director of the program, but was there a specific honors professor that really impacted you?
Out of all of the honors professors, definitely Andrew Guevara. He at first just started off as my 101 teacher for English, freshman composition. But after that, I took another one of his classes as an honors class, where he was definitely a big help in kind of easing me into the honors program. And since then, he's helped me with a lot of things, such as co-advising the Multicultural Club, of which I'm the president of.
So now that you've completed the honors program and you're going to be graduating in just a couple weeks, what do you think your biggest takeaway or message is that you have learned from being in the honors program?
Probably the biggest takeaway is just, it's kind of a simple, kind of a cheesy one, but just go for it, you know? If I didn't just go for it in terms of applying to the honors program and being as involved as I did become, I don't think I would have necessarily been in the point of my life where I am right now, such as getting accepted in different colleges, building relationships with other people. It's definitely enhanced my college experience tenfold. For sure.
Well, thank you so much for meeting with me, Ricky, and good luck at whatever university you choose.
Thank you so much.
As of today, Ricky has committed to spend the next 2 years of his education at UCLA. We have mainly been chatting with the current members of the College Honors Institute at Crafton Hills College, but we can gain a whole new perspective on the effects of that program by speaking with an honors alumni who is currently at a university. Many universities in the IE also have their own honors program, so I am very curious to see if a community college honors graduate wanted to continue participating at a higher level, and if it helped prepare them for their future studies. Here to chat with us about his past and present experiences is Amr Bahjri, a biology major graduate of Crafton Hills College and UC Riverside. Thank you so much for meeting with me, Amr.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. I'm really glad to be here.
So I'd love for you to introduce yourself to our audience. Let us know what you're majoring in, where you're studying, and if you do anything outside of school.
Sure. My name is Amr Bahjri. I'm a fourth-year biology major at UC Riverside. I transferred from this great school, Crafton Hills College. I'm a proud Roadrunner. Spring of 2022 is when I graduated. Like I said, I'm a biology major. I'm very interested in the healthcare industry. That's just something that has been my passion for a long time. Ever since I've been a kid, I've always grown up wanting to be a doctor. That's been my main passion for so long, and just, providing service to the community, in all honesty, is just, one of my biggest joys. And anytime I'm able to give back to the community and just put a smile on another person's face, that's just my biggest, that really just makes me happy at the end of the day. And so, like I said, I'm at UC Riverside right now. I've been enjoying every single moment of it. And, you know, just really happy to graduate. I'll be graduating in 2 weeks as well.
Wow, congratulations.
Yeah, I really appreciate it, yeah. And then just as far as extracurriculars, like I said, service is what I do best. So anytime I'm able to volunteer and give back to the community, that's what I feel is my strong suit. Sports, anybody loves soccer, Liverpool FC. But yeah, that's just pretty much about me.
Wow, so it's really cool that you've always known as a kid that you wanted to be a doctor. Do you think that kind of shifted you towards wanting to join the honors program in college?
Yeah, I think, you know, being in an academic setting where you're constantly being challenged, especially for those that want to go into like med school, pharmacy school, whatever it may be, those tend to be very competitive, right? And you want to make sure that you're at the top of your game in those situations. And so personally, you know, even when I was in middle school, high school, I was always involved in the honors programs that were over there. I took honors classes, and you know, it allowed me to, you know, be academically challenged and be surrounded by those that, you know, were at the top of their game. And so that's personally something that I've always strived for. I always want to do whatever it takes to be number one. That's just been a mentality of mine for so long. And so being in the honors program definitely provided, you know, that opportunity for me where I can, you know, try my best to shine in, you know, not only just in academic setting. I feel the honors program here at Crafton is very like well-rounded. It doesn't just cover the academic side, but for those that are interested in community service, you can do your hours over there. For those that do want to engage in like leadership and other opportunities, you can become an ambassador and stuff like that. And so the honors program is just a well-rounded idea that allows to make the best individual possible.
And do you feel like the honors program here at Crafton helped you to further study at university?
Oh, 100%. A lot of the classes that I have taken at UCR, and even with speaking with a lot of my friends who go to other schools, UCI, UCLA, all these different schools, Cal States as well, they've all told me, you know, the importance of how much research has played an important role, you know, starting here at honors and then moving on into, you know, whatever, you know, undergraduate degree that they're pursuing. And so, you know, the opportunity for you to like look at databases and, you know, to gain, you know, this incredible insight and, you know, the opportunity for you to, you know, explore and, you know, develop essays and stuff. You know, a lot of, you know, the classes that I have taken here that weren't honors, to be honest with you, didn't really emphasize on those, but those that were honors classes definitely provided me that foundation for when I am to do research in the near future, I'm at least prepared and I know, you know, the coursework and how things are going to be moving.
Yeah, and one part of the honors program here at Crafton is they have the honors to honors program where you could go from Crafton honors straight into the honors program at a university. So I want to know, are you part of UC Riverside's honors program?
Unfortunately, no, I'm not a part of the honors program. Part of it, to be honest with you, at UC Riverside, they do tend to have a little bit of extra projects on the side as well, especially for those that are in their senior year. And most people kind of do it just for the priority registration, which, to be honest with you, to me kind of defeats the purpose of you being in the honors program. If you're seeking it just to get priority registration, that shouldn't be your mentality, to be honest with you. You want to make sure that you're actually benefiting from the program itself in an academic manner, in, you know, providing service, research, all these different aspects, leadership as well. And so, you know, for me to join the honors program simply just to get priority registration, that wouldn't have been me. And plus, I was just so involved in so many other different things as well that I don't think personally I would have had the time to, you know, dedicate that moment into being into the honors program.
Yeah, and I know it was 2 years ago that you first graduated from Crafton, but do you happen to remember what schools you applied to and where you got in?
Yeah, so I applied to UCR, UCI, UCLA, Cal State San Bernardino, and UC San Diego, and I was fortunate to be accepted into all of them.
Wow, congratulations. Why did you decide on Riverside?
Well, you know, to be honest with you, UC Riverside did give me a nice scholarship.
Yeah.
So, you know, that was a huge part that played into it. And it's close to home. I feel, you know, personally, if I had gone to like UCLA and stuff, I probably would have felt a bit homesick.
Yeah.
And, you know, family is just so important to me, family and friends and being close to them. And so that's part of the main reason why I chose UC Riverside, as well as they have their own med school there. And so, you know, definitely I was looking into that as well. And, you know, just I knew a lot of friends that went to UC Riverside. They have a large Muslim population that's over there as well, and so those were probably some of the main reasons why I chose it. Yeah.
Yeah, it seems like a good fit for you too.
Yeah, it really was.
But looking back to your education here, I know you said that the honors program is so well-rounded, but what do you think the most valuable aspect of it was?
If I were to probably say the most valuable aspect of it, it's honestly just the connections. It was even just a couple of times just popping in here for pizza in the lounge every month, just chilling with the students at the couch. And, you know, those people I continue to reach out to, and they're all across the world. Some go to New York. I know some of my friends, they studied abroad into like Morocco, Spain, and so many different areas and stuff. And it all just started here being at the lounge, which, you know, to me is just so important, not just, you know, here in a community college, but just overall in general, wherever you go. At UC, if you're planning to go, you know, study abroad, it's just about the connections and the experience, more so than the actual coursework, in all honesty. And so even just me talking with my honors coordinator, Judy, who has just been such an inspiration in just providing advice and, you know, insight into, you know, how to maneuver into the program and, you know, how applying for scholarships and all that, she has definitely been like a role model to me. And so, you know, I would give anything back to the honors program, because they just have shaped me into the individual that I am today. And so just being surrounded by friends and those that are closest to me, that's probably the most valuable thing that I took out of the program.
And to close out this interview, I would love to know, what advice would you give to current or future students who are thinking about joining the honors program, but they're not quite sure?
Yeah, probably the best piece of advice that I would give you is just put yourself out there, in all honesty. I think for me, part of my success being here at Crafton was the opportunity for me to, you know, look into various leadership positions. You know, if it's you being an honors ambassador, maybe, you know, that's suited for you. Maybe it's just for you to, you know, be engaged in one of the discussions that we have, you know, in the honors lounge. Just show up for pizza, in all honesty. Like, there's so many ways to get involved. You don't have to just be on the front lines doing the work. It can be you doing stuff in the back end. And just for you to gain that experience, because once you start small, you gradually build your way up, right? And so, you know, even me working here on campus at the tutoring center, the honors program provided me that foundation, and they gave me a recommendation to work in the tutoring center. And, you know, a lot of the recommendations that I have received for, you know, going into grad school and all that came from the honors program as well. And so, like I said, I would just give anything back to the honors program, because they have just made me into the individual that I am. So to any of y'all out there, just go ahead and embrace the moment, to be honest with you. Find something that you enjoy doing, you know, whether if it's you, you know, doing service, like we said. If your passion is you love doing research, for example, go do that. Just find something that you enjoy and that, you know, you'll embrace the moment. That's probably the best piece of advice that I give you.
Well, thank you so much for meeting with me.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you to Judy, Ricky, and Amr for taking the time to chat with me today about their experiences with college honors programs. Each one of our guests comes from their own unique educational background, but they all found a community in one place that strives to let them be the best they can be. So, the final question is a college honors program right for you? There are many factors you should take into account, but if you are an individual who is highly motivated and high achieving when it comes to academics, you should consider applying to your school's program. Our guests all agree that the honors program has helped them and other students excel, not just in school, but outside of it. They not only allow you a more thorough and in-depth academic experience, but they also challenge you, help you grow, connect you to like-minded students, give you access to honors faculty and mentors, and can help you stand out on your resume and university applications. You also need to address what you would like to benefit from joining an honors institution. Are you interested in volunteer or research opportunities, or do you want to be more challenged in an academic setting? Do you want a space to meet friends, or almost guaranteed entry into any university of your choice? If your school's institution can fulfill your wants, then I say go for it. And as always, if you have any questions about the program, reach out to your counselor or the honors director at your campus. Much like Judy, I promise they will be happy to answer any questions you might have. Thank you for watching this honorific episode of Education Chat, and I hope to chat with you again soon.